We are now recording. Okay, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Open for Student Success, GSU Library Symposium. We're going to be talking a lot about open educational resources today. We're very excited to have so many of you with us this morning. I'm going to vamp for just a couple of minutes and give any latecomers a chance to trickle in. But again, we are recording all sessions today. While we're getting started, if you feel like it, go ahead and type in the chat where you're coming from. I think most of us are GSU folks in Atlanta, but I know we have some folks from other states and other institutions joining us as well. And if you feel like it, just type in the chat what kind of experience you've had with OER. If you're just interested, great. If you don't know what they are at all, that's also great. If you are very experienced with them, then terrific. We're happy to have you. But feel free to just type in any of that. I see some familiar names in the chat. Welcome. Happy to have some former GSU friends with us as well. I'm going to, as I said, I'm going to be recording all sessions today. These are going to trickle into our GSU Library YouTube channel. We're going to make a playlist just of today's symposium. That will be going up as I am able to edit and post them next week. And that's also going to include some additional pre-recorded lightning talks and sessions that we will not be seeing live today, but will be going up on our YouTube video channel next week. So take a look at that, and you'll be getting, of course, an email telling you where to find those. Let's see. Let me mention the feedback form. We'll probably mention this a couple of times during the day. There's a link in the chat there. It's also on the slide that you can presently see. Please feel free to give us feedback on individual sessions, the conference, the symposium as a whole, at any time, whether you are live with us in the room or whether you're watching this pre-recorded. We're happy to have your feedback. This is the second year we've done this symposium. And we've already made some improvements to how we're running things from last year, and I expect that to continue. So I expect we'll be doing this again next spring. Sorry, I didn't introduce myself. I'm Jason Puckett. I'm the online learning librarian here at the downtown campus at Georgia State. And my colleague Charlene Martoni is going to be hopping on mic in just a moment. She's really the genius behind the symposium. Most of it is her doing. This is going to be an all-day event. Charlene and I will be here in the WebEx room all day. But feel free to come and go as you wish. If you want to just pop in for one session, that's fine. If you want to pop in and out during the day, please feel free to do that. We're happy to have you for as long as you can join us. What else do I need to cover? I'm watching the chat to see where folks are coming from. Got folks from Savannah, Tennessee, Utah. Oh, this is fantastic. We really attracted some folks from all over the country today. This is great. So our plan for the day, the agenda, I will get the agenda URL and post it in chat in just a second. I can't do that and talk at the same time, but we have the entire agenda online, and we'll post that periodically throughout the day just for your reference. We are going to be starting off with Laura Bertle from our library. She is our Associate Dean, Scholarly Communications and Copyright Librarian. She's going to be giving our first keynote. We've got sort of a co-keynote today. We're also going to be joined by Centauria Johnson from the GSU Center for Excellence in Teaching, Learning, and Online Education, CETLO. We will introduce them both a little more fully in a few minutes as we're getting ready to hear from them. And then we're going to have a short joint Q&A for both of them. We have a pretty full program today, so we wanted to get in as many folks as we could. So we've got a couple of short addresses to start the day out. We're going to have a little easygoing Q&A. And then, as I say, pop in and out. We will have some short breaks during the day, but come in and out. And if you can't join us for the entire day, again, all of these will be recorded. All of these will be shared. Thank you. Stephanie has just posted the agenda. I'm going to copy that URL so I can post it more easily during the day. A couple of just quick technical notes. I guess I'm your technical producer for the day. Again, I'm Jason Puckett. I put my email in the chat. I will do so again. It's jpuckett@gsu.edu. Message me here on WebEx or drop me an email if you're having any technical problems, any problems with WebEx. I will be promoting people to WebEx presenters as needed during the course of the day. If you are scheduled to talk and you can't share your screen, anything like that, I'm the guy who will fix that. Another thing that I'll be mentioning throughout the day is please just make sure your microphone is muted if you are not presenting. I don't think that will be a problem, but I did library school online and I saw that be a problem in a lot of my classes. So anyway, if you've got any questions for me or Charlene, please type them in chat at any point. And I think that is everything that I needed to say. I'm looking through my notes. Please feel free to go ahead and type into the chat where you're from, what your interest or experience with OER is as we're doing this introductory materials this morning. And we'll be getting underway with sessions very shortly. Charlene, I think that's it from me. I'm going to turn over the mic to you, unless you notice anything that I've forgotten.
Thanks, Jason. Hi, everyone. I am Charlene Martoni. As Jason mentioned, I'm the outreach librarian for the social sciences here at Georgia State University. And Jason Puckett is the online learning librarian here at Georgia State University as well. He's been helping me with the OpenStax partnership, as well as with the Open for Student Success Symposium. I'd like to take a moment to thank Jason and Denise as well. Denise George is a librarian here at Georgia State University, and she has been working with OER for a very long time, and she's been mentoring us. I'd also like to thank Marianne Cullen, who is retired, but she was working here at Georgia State University when I first started, and she helped us to begin the symposium. This is our second year with the symposium. And we will be hopefully continuing it next year. I do believe that we will be doing that. Thank you also to all of the attendees and the presenters. The presenters will be introduced by our library volunteers. Thank you as well to the volunteers. And let's get started. Okay. So I find that it kind of helps to frame the definition of open educational resources at the beginning of these types of events. So let's start by framing OER. OER are open access, which we probably mostly know. It means that they're available for viewing for free by anyone. And open in this context refers to the act of dismantling barriers to information, which is what we're trying to do here today with the Open for Student Success Symposium. However, the definition of open educational resources builds upon open access. David Wiley coined the term the 5 R's, which describe how OER builds upon open access by allowing users to either make or retain a copy of a work, modify it, combine it with other material, reuse it publicly, and also redistribute it to others. And this practice of sharing makes OER powerful tools for supporting educational affordability, access, representation, and student graduation rates. In 2019, the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization put forth an official definition of OER, which I will read. Open educational resources, or OERs, are any type of educational materials that are in the public domain or introduced with an open license. The nature of these open materials means that anyone can legally and freely copy, use, adapt, and reshare them. OERs range from textbooks to curricula, syllabi, lecture notes, assignments, tests, projects, audio, video, and animation. So it's quite a broad area of focus. However, the movement has been happening for some time and it's going to continue to grow. The Open for Student Success Symposium is made possible to you basically by the OpenStax partnership. We're celebrating our second annual gathering with the partnership in mind, and we were selected to participate with the partnership for the second consecutive term, specifically to provide mentorship to other institutions who joined the partnership this year. If anyone is interested in learning more about the OpenStax Institutional Partnership, please feel free to reach out to either Jason or myself. We're happy to share information. Okay. Another thing to keep in mind about OpenStax is, in addition to its peer-reviewed textbooks that are open educational resources, OpenStax offers ancillaries, and some technology partners offer some low-cost ancillaries as well. And through GSU, we like to make sure that we are explaining to everybody that we like to maximize affordability for students with their education by taking advantage of both open educational resources and library licensed resources. And by using EBSCO Faculty Select, GSU community members can access all of these resources in one place and also request us to purchase other books as well. And when creating open educational resources or using open educational resources, we also want everyone to keep in mind that librarians can help you. We can guide students and instructors through an initial reference interview to identify their needs and relate them to open educational resources. And we can help them to evaluate things like the OER's purpose and point of view, or an author's credentials and the work's currency.